With this hire, I feel we've come full circle. Coach Wulff is the epitome of the values we're looking for in our head football coach. Again, integrity, student-athlete well-being, pride, passion, and excellence. Some people that do not know Coach Wulff will be surprised by this hire. Those that know him believe it is the best hire I could ever make. He has the unique experience of lining up against the likes of USC, Cal's, UCLA's of the Pac-10. He played for our last 4 head coaches, Walden, Erickson, and Price. When you look at his credentials and personally visit with him, you quickly come to the same conclusion that I did, President Floyd did, and our search advisory committee did. He was impressive at each stage of the process. I have no doubt in my mind he will create Washington's state team at WSU. I'm pleased to introduce to you the 31st head coach of Washington State University, Paul Wulff, his wife Sherry, and their children Katie, Max, and Sam.
I need to start with, if I don't say it now, I'll forget. I need to thank my wife, Sherry, and obviously our kids, Katie, Max, and Sam, and I have some family here from California, my brothers and sisters and their spouses, and my uncle and cousin. They're a big part of my life, helped raise me, and helped get me to Washington State as a teenager, and followed my career and was very supportive and kept me on track, and it's just a tribute to them and their perseverance as siblings to keep me on track, and I appreciate that very much, and it's a big part of why I'm standing here. Also, I'd like to obviously thank President Floyd and our athletic director Jim Sterk on having an opportunity to meet the selection committee and everybody involved in the process that I had to work through. Very impressive people, and I think the more obviously everyone has apprehensions when you're going to move positions, when you feel like you're in a good spot and a healthy spot, when you're going to step out away from the comfort zone, but when you have an opportunity to meet people that you're going to be working with, and when you feel very comfortable around those people and you know they're good quality people, it makes the transition and the decision fairly easy. And that was the feeling I got, and when they offered the job, it was a no-brainer to come back to a place that obviously I chose to come. 22 years ago, in February of 1985, I signed a letter of intent to Washington State University. And I was obligated to that, and I committed to it, and I chose this university over 5 other Pac-10 schools at that time. And I am back 22 years later, and I'm committed again for 5 years, and I will make the most of it, and I will do everything in my power to create an environment that everybody that's a Cougar will be proud of. It's going to take some work. There's some building we got to do, and there's some culture changes we got to make, but the process will start today, and we will work, and it's going to take hard work, and that's how you have to do it at Eastern Washington, not that you get, or Eastern Washington, Washington State University.
You did there.
There's one of my Freudian slips. So it's going to take a lot of hard work, but it's something that's very attainable. We need to put ourselves in a position where everybody can be proud of the student athletes that are in this program on and off the field on a consistent basis, and we got to have the right makeup. We got to have the right kind of kid here that wants to come for excellence, and the kid that wants to develop and work hard and have a lot of pride about their institution. And we need to recruit that kind of person to this university, and someone that really will embrace Pullman and Washington State University, because this is a phenomenal institution in so many ways, and there's a tremendous amount of pride and past excellence, and I'm so proud to be able to be back in this situation. There's just so many wonderful people that allowed me to get here. I can't name them all because there's hundreds, but I'm proud to represent, and my goal is to turn this program into the state of Washington's football team. We want to make sure that this state has a hard, heavy flavor of kids that graduate from the state of Washington. We obviously need to recruit the Western United States to a high level, but we need to make sure our roster has Washington kids, and we're doing this with homegrown kids and kids that come here and are here for 5 years. I think that that's how you build a program, and you don't look any other way. You just stay consistent and solid, and that's the route you go. And I'm very proud to be part of that. And in addition to signing on in 1985, I learned that very day that I wasn't supposed to like purple. And I don't like purple, and that has not changed. It's 22 years later, and I really don't like purple. And that is going to be very clear. That's a battle that we will win, and we're going to go after those guys, and we're going to attack them, and we're going to find ways to take control of this deal and run the best program in the state of Washington. And I'm very proud of that fact. And one thing I told Mr. Sterk and President Floyd, and I'm a believer, is dogs bite and bark, Cougars hunt and kill. There's a big difference.